That's me, Curtis Hines. I would love to tell y'all that I've been the best husband and best father in the world. Nah, not at all. I failed many times for many years, but I wanted to do better, not only for myself, but for my wife and kids, and the people that love me. I want to share with you all on how I became a better man, a better husband, and a better father. How y'all doing? I'm Curtis Hines. This is Committing to Your Commitments. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I really appreciate y'all, with all the support and love y'all been showing me through this series, man. I just want to keep it going. Again, Committing to Your Commitments is all about my fellas. Just trying to help, motivate, inspire for us to become, better men, better fathers, better husbands. This episode I want to talk about, it is not just about you anymore. It's not just about you anymore. I was talking about last episode about how when you hear you are the father, you the dad, and putting ourselves in better positions to where, there's no debate. Like, I'm the pappy, I'm the daddy. So when you know that, when it's done, when it's official, okay, baby's here. Hey, dad. Your world has to change. Your normal things that you do and everything, it has to change. It doesn't have to stop. And I think that'd be the difference. Like, I don't know what it is when you have kids, everybody think like, oh man, my world's just nothing's gonna, what about me? Like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I can't do that anymore. It just depends on what you were doing. If you was out there partying, going out, kicking it every night, every weekend and everything, some of that stuff will change. It don't necessarily mean it has to stop, but if you're choosing to go party and kick it because that's what you want to do as a dad, because that's what you've been doing before this child, and now that child is here and you still want to do those things, and you're basically neglecting your child, like not spending any time with your child, raising that child, then yes, you definitely will have to stop some of that. Yeah. Because if it's a thing to where that's all you want to do, then come on. What we doing? You have a child now. It's not about you anymore. It's not all just about you anymore. Some of that stuff has to adjust. That's you have to adjust those things. As a dad, I remember a time where yes, I was choosing to go out and kick it and not be there with my kids. I remember choosing to do that. And the relationship me and their mother had, it wasn't good because I was putting all that on her when it was two of us. Both of us, we together, we made those kids. So I couldn't continue to live my life and do what I wanted to do and leave that on her to raise my boys to become nah. I couldn't do that. That wasn't fair. So I really had to make some serious changes. My life didn't stop. I wasn't able to have fun. Like, my life didn't become boring just because I had kids. I had to make some serious adjustments. I had to make some serious changes because that's what I needed to do. It made sense. Hey, I can't go and do this every weekend. I can't go and do this every night. One, I couldn't afford to. I couldn't go and spend money drinking and kicking it and doing all this with the fellas all the time. The baby needs Pampers. Baby needs wipes, milk, formula. Like, hey, there's a different expense now. That party expense, like, I need to kind of chop that up now and put most of that money towards this child. Because it ain't just about me anymore. It's about me and this child. But mostly now, that child should be priority now. Hanging with the fellas should be priority anymore. It's healthy to still have a relationship with your friends and stuff and go out for a peace of mind. You don't have to stop doing it, but you have to change that. And when I say change, you just have to adjust the time. You just have to like adjust and change the amount of time you're spending with your friends versus your child. You should want to spend more time with your child, but you definitely may need to get out for some fresh air, kick it with the fellas sometime. I'm not saying don't stop kicking with the fellas. I'm never saying that. That is healthy. That's a healthy balance. I believe you definitely, at least once a week, at least. I'm not telling people to stop hanging with the fellas, going out, kicking and all that. But if it's a tug of war for your time, if it's a tug of war with your time where, oh, do I want to go kick it with the fellas or spend time with my child? That should be an easier decision for you when you have a child. Like, it should be an easy decision for you. Hey, I need to kick it with my child. I kicked it with the fellas last weekend. This weekend, you know what? I'm going to spend time with my child. And this is regardless of whether you and the child's mother is together or not. Because I know certain situations are like that. Yes, it's easy where she has the baby and you can just do what you want. It's easy to do that. But I'm challenging you as a man to say, hey, no, spend time with your baby. Spend time with your child. Like, for real. Just because it's easier, like, hey, she got it. I'm going to go kick it with the fellas again this weekend. I'm going to kick it with the fellas next weekend. Like, nah. And even if you just sit at home doing nothing. If you choosing to sit at home and do nothing and chill and play the video game because that's what you want to do and not spend time with your kid, come on, man. That's childish. It's childish. Like, I'm talking to the men out there. If you're a child, like you have a childish mind, look, man, look. You got to make some adjustments. You got to man up. Like, for real. Because it's not just about you anymore. Like I said, your world doesn't stop. It just needs to change a little bit. And you're changing it for something awesome, something amazing. You're changing it for your child, your blessing. You're changing it for your child. Like, for real. Like I said before, man, I've been through that where my mom raised me the whole time. I think I turned out pretty good. But I can only imagine the experience I would have had my dad start to choose and change a little bit and start spending more time with me. Had he changed just a little bit just to spend time with me, may have turned out a little better. Maybe. I'll never know. But you know who can find it out? Your child. Your child can find out how that feels to have their dad with them. Your child can experience that just like my kids are. My kids are experiencing what it feels like to have dad home. What it feels like to have a dad that's there, supporting them, helping them, motivating them, encouraging them, teaching them to be tough, teaching them to be smart. Because I'm making a smart decision by saying, hey, I want to be in their lives because you know what? It ain't about me. It's not about whether I want to go do this and do that and everything. Hey, I can do it all. You can do it all. You can go chase this career, do all this and still take care of your kids. You can go and be what you want to be and still take care of your kids. Your kids are not like a ball and chain. If you truly have a desire to be this or be that, your kids are not a burden. Your kids are really not stopping you from going to do that. I've seen so many situations to where I've seen it. I'm living it. I'm an author. I'm a motivational speaker, man. I'm doing this YouTube series with you guys. Like, man, I work a 9 to 5. Like, man, I'm a part of Off the Porch group. It's this comedy group. Like, I write joke. Like, I do so many things with 5 kids. I'm doing it and taking care and loving my kids. Like, hey, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it with my wife. It's an awesome thing. I'm doing it with my kid's mother. Which, hey, we're going to talk about it. But right now, just put that in your mind, fellas. It's not all about you anymore. It's not all about you anymore. And again, your life doesn't stop because you got kids now. You just need to make some changes. You need to manage your attention. You need to adjust your priorities. Just adjust your priorities. Your child is your priority now. Take care of that child. Be in that kid's life. They're not asking you to be Superman. Nobody's asking you to do just this. Nope. All they need you to do is just be there. That's it. Just be there. Just be there. That's it. Nobody's asking you to jump through a ring of fire. None of that. Nope. Just be there. Like your kids are priority. Let them feel that. Don't make your kids feel like they're a burden to you. Your kids need to feel like when I'm with dad, when dad is spending time with me, I can feel that I'm a priority to him. Because he's not selfishly thinking about him, like it's all about him and what he got to go do. And no. Please work on it. Don't make your kids feel like they're a burden. Yep. My kids are like my inspiration. My kids keep me motivated. My kids, man, this is why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. It's because of my kids. Because I know they look up to me and I know that they believe in me. They love me. Like, oh man, my dad, like he's a pretty cool dude, man. Like, yes. Because it's not just about me. It's about them. And I'm doing all these things when time management, like prioritizing things, like like I want to go do this and do that. And my kid, hey dad, come play with me. Come do this. I got you. I'm gonna come do that. Couple of minutes. They just want a little time, play, chill, and then boom, I get right back to what I'm doing. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I encourage you to do the same. It's not all about you fellas. Make some adjustments. Make your kids feel like they are priority. And man, keep it moving. I hope this helps, man. Please think about that, man. Please apply that to your life, man, because it helps. It matters. Your kids, man, they need you. Like, look, be there for them. They need you, especially during these times, man. These kids have way more distractions, way more, man, influence that they're getting from everywhere, from all these social media things, the internet. It's so much stuff that these kids are being pulled into and being distracted and being influenced by, that it matters even more than ever for you to prioritize them, to give them your attention, to adjust your life, to be there for them. Like, these kids are getting sucked into all kinds of stuff, man. And they need us fathers. They need us dads. They truly need us. Stop being selfish, man, and be there for your kids. They really, truly need you right now. They really, truly need you, dad. Please be there for them. Please make the adjustments. Again, man, I love you fellas, man. I respect y'all. I'm doing this to help, man. I'm doing this to just try to, man, just change their perspective, just to see it slightly different, and maybe to confirm some things. And if you are doing what you're supposed to do as a dad, as a father, man, hey, man, keep on doing it. Don't give up. Keep going. This is committed to your commitments. I'm Curtis Hines. Come back, man, and we're going to talk about doing it together, doing it with mom. There's some situations that may make it a little harder to do so, but I want to talk about that, how that impacts your kid's life and everything. So come back, man, because I'll be back. I love y'all, respect y'all, man. I'm everywhere at the Curtis J. Hines, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Hit me up, man. If you like what you see, like what you hear, man, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, man. Again, this is my 52-week series. This is episode 30. Look, go back and watch the other episodes to get back to this one. And we're going to continue all the way through 52 episodes. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all again soon. Be there, fellas. Be there.